everybody, welcome to Are We There Yet? My name is Cheryl. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I am here to share with you how I put my false nails on. I get my nails mostly from TEMU and I really like them. They're not expensive at all, and I can put them on and they last for about a week, and then they come off, and then I can let my nails have a break, and then I'm ready to put some more on. So I'm ready to put some on, and I thought I'd share that with you because I've had several requests for how, my process and how I do it. So let me share that with you right quick. Grab yourself something to drink or get your nails and do yourself a manicure while we're at it. But I have a couple tools here that I use. I got this from TEMU. It is a false nail trimmer, and it comes in very, very handy because I prefer short nails, and as I'll show you in a few seconds, these are not short nails, so I'm going to have to be doing quite a bit of trimming to get them the length that I want, and I don't shy away from that. I don't buy nails that are long that I can't trim to short, because there might be a design there might be some kind of, glitter or stone, little rhinestones or something. I don't shop for nails like that. I shop for nails that I can easily see myself cutting down, because I do wash dishes by hand, and I'm not one to wear really long nails. So that's the criteria I look for, and I saw these and I thought that would be perfect because these have the circular, blade that, it cuts them circular, and, a regular nail trimmer just goes straight across. So, but I do use a regular nail trimmer as well. But these I've found very, very handy. I also found these on TEMU, which I need to get some more of these. These are very nice nail files, and I think there was a pack of 6 or a pack of 8, and they're very inexpensive. Penny's being very verbal out there. I hope she's not bothering you, but she will bark at the wind blowing. Anyway, so this is the nail file that I use. I bought this little manicure set from TEMU as well, and I'll be using these. There's all kinds of things in here. There's cuticle trims, and there's a nail file in here that has a hook on the end, little tweezers, two different tweezers, things like that. But I don't typically use any of that except for the nail clippers. And typically these aren't even the ones I use. I prefer toenail clippers because they're bigger and I can handle them better and I can see them better, but I'll use these today. And also, this is my choice of nail glue. TEMU does not carry this anymore, and I'm so brokenhearted about that because this is my absolute favorite nail glue. It comes in these little tubes, and you don't have to worry about it drying out because these are like, you get maybe 2 uses out of them, and then, that's all. You just throw it away. You don't have a bottle that might sit there for a while. That's why I like these. I did, luckily, buy a few 10 packs when they had them available, so I do have quite a bit put back, but I'm going to be sad when that ends. I wish they would bring this back because this is so good. It holds my nails really well. And then I also have this pack of nails that I got from TEMU. I got these for free. They were on one of the games. I can't remember which game, but I did get these for free. All these nails. I think there's 96 in there. And there's, let's see, 6, 12, 18, 24 different colors. But you'll notice these are very, very long nails. And I don't do long nails. But them being solid color, I can easily cut them down. And that's what I'll be doing today. So I'm going to have to poke a hole in this first. So let me get out that's what I use, this handy dandy awl that I got for my junk journaling. And so that's what I use to poke a hole, because you have to poke a hole in these. They're sealed at the end. So I just poke a hole in there. It's ready to go. And inevitably, I will get glue on my hands. I will. It happens. It's going to happen. But I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum. I always try. There, it's on my hands already. But I'll put the lid back on that and clean off my awl and put it back in the drawer. So Okay, now that that's done, is pick a color. Let's see, I hope the lighting's okay. My other, my light that I use for filming is in the camper right now, and I don't feel like walking out there and getting it, so I'm hoping this will work. I'll choose a color here. Let's see what I'm feeling. There's all different colors in here. These are not very thick nails. They're perfect for every day, you know. I mean, I'm not really hard on my nails except for the whole washing dishes by hand. So I think I'm going to go with this burgundy here. This is really pretty burgundy color. Some of these I can't see myself wearing. Maybe 4th of July I would see putting those on with some, maybe the red, the white, and the blue. That would be cute. For 4th of July would be the only, and then the green, maybe St. Patrick's Day. I can't see this color coming in to play, or this purple. Maybe, you know, if maybe purple for Halloween, maybe I can see. But for everyday use, I prefer just a simple, you know, color nail. So I'm going to take these out. You can see how long they are. They're super long. I don't know what they're called, but they're definitely not me. That's not something that I would wear in a million years, but I'm going to make them work. So I'm going to get these out and kind of put them here. Now there are little numbers on each nail, and you can go by the, I don't know if you'll be able to see that little 2. Let me see if I can get it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not. I can't tell what's in the camera. But there's a little number on one side of the nail or the other. It's usually on the side that you cut off, but it could very well be on the other side too. And if you know you wear a 2 on this hand, you might want to look for a 2 to put on this hand. But I don't do that because my fingers are different sizes, and I don't typically go by the number. So then I just fit them on. I look for something that's going to touch the sides of my nails, but not run into them like that. I don't want the nail pressing on my cuticle here, because I don't want anything keeping my nail from growing. So I put them right up against there, but I prefer them not to touch. So that fits really well on my thumb. So I'm going to use this one as my thumbnail. And I'm going to cut these down before I get started so that there's not as much to deal with after. So I'll just put this in here and cut it. I can cut a big old chunk off of there. And it just cuts the nail, see? Now that's gone, and this is more like closer. It's not near where I'll be trimming it to, but it's closer. And then I'll take the glue and now I don't know if this is the right way to do it or not, because I'm not an expert, but I will put a dollop of glue on the nail towards the nail bed, towards the side, and then I'll rub it around a little bit. Just a little, like, pea size of nail glue on there, and then I just flip it over and stick it right on my nail. And then I hold it for about 15-20 seconds. And move it around a little bit so that the glue moves around and covers more of the nail. And that's that. That nail is on there. It's not going anywhere. This glue is absolutely fabulous. See that? So once the nail is on there, now I usually put them all on before I trim them, because that gives them time to, you know, for the glue to set. And you can tell that one's very crooked, but it won't be when I get done with it. So that one's on there. Like I said, I would typically do more on this hand before I go to trim them. Well, let's do one more. Let's go ahead and fit one more nail on there. Okay, that's a good fit for that one. So I'm going to trim it down. Now these nails are a little bit more curved. You know, some of them are curved quite a bit, and then some of them lay a little flatter. But these happen to be very curvy. They're very curved. So the pressure that it takes to push it down on my nail, it's taken a little bit more to get it to lay on my nail, but it'll be fine. Put a drop there. Pretty generous drop, you know, not to where it's running out of the nail. And then spread it around a little bit. And then flip it over and pop it on. And then hold it. Now see, that glue's coming out the side there. And I'm trying not to touch that because that will end up on my fingers, and I don't want that. So I'm just moving it around, pressing it towards the front so that the glue spreads around the nail. And you will have glue come up here and go under your natural nail. So I do try to move that out as quickly as I can. See, now you can tell these nails are not that good quality because the color from the nails coming off into the glue. And see how crooked that is? But it won't be crooked. So this one's set up. So I'll show you how I trim the nails. And like I said, I prefer using a toenail trimmer because it works better. But the first thing I do is go down to this side, go down and make it round. And then the same thing over here. And like I said, make sure you watch, because if you've got glue on your natural nail and you try to get that in there, it's going to cut your finger. So don't do that. And you'll see what I'm doing. I've got it laid to where it's rounded. I'll cut that. These clippers aren't the best. Okay, and then I'll come to the tip and I'll cut the tip. And then I'll round the corner that I just cut. Around the corner that I just cut over here. It makes a corner, so I'll just round that off. And then if that's not short enough, which that's still a little long, I'm going to take just a little bit more off of the middle, and then I'm going to round it up again on the corners. Take that little corner off. So that's what I'm left with, which is the right length. And then I'm going to take this file and I'm going to file it down. Make it round, nice and round, like a natural nail. And you can feel if there's rough edges. You can take those off with your file. And that's that. That's my thumbnail done. So that's all I do. That's all I do. This one, I'll start over here. Like I said, make sure that you separate your natural nail from the glue and from your fingertip, because you don't want to get this under there and cut your skin. So I'm going to round this up. I'm going to round this side up. Normally I would have this closer to my face than I do. And then I'm going to take the tip off, and I'm going to take the tip off to where it's not crooked anymore. And then I'm going to round up. round up. And just work on getting it to the right length that's still long. So I'm going to take some more off. Round it, round it. That looks good. And then the rest will come with the file. See the color from the nails coming off on the file? Yeah. The better nails don't do that when you file them. Let me file this one. I gotta get it up near my face so I can see what I'm doing. And there we go. There's that nail. Okay, there we go. That one's on. And I'll do one more. That one fits okay. I'm going to trim it down. Put the glue on. I find it easier to do it this way, putting the glue on the nail than actually on my finger, because if I put it on my finger, it tends to get on the sides on the cuticles a lot easier than it does if it's just on the nail. For me anyway. Flip it over, stick it on, and hold it. And like I said, just keep your finger on the top of the nail. Don't try to touch your cuticle in case there's any glue that's coming out the sides, because if there is, you don't want to get that on your nail, because if you touch the nail you're putting on, you'll have a big spot of glue on it, and that's really hard to get off of the nail once it's on there, on the top. You know what I mean? If you get glue from your finger onto the nail. Now see that glue come out the top there. So I'll get that cleaned off. And all I have here is just a cotton rag that I use, that I don't mind getting glue on, you know what I mean? Because it is super glue, you know, it's going to stick. Then I'm going to, see, I like to let it sit more before I trim it, but I'll go ahead and do this. So start over here. Go over here, watch your natural nail and the glue, separate your fingertip from your natural nail, and then take it down. Round, round. That looks like a good length right there. Now after this glue dries, I can pull that glue. It'll pull off. I'm gonna file it down. That's it. This one's bothering me. It's a little crooked because I'm too far away from my nails to see what I'm doing. I can't see, but that one looks really good. And this is fine. This is fine. Nobody's going to look that close at my nails, you know. But this one, you know, that's what I do. And remember, take a little bit off at a time. You can take a little bit more off, but you can't put it back on once it's you know, if you take it a little too far. So that's 3 of my nails. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them so I can get up close and personal with them, and then I'll be right back and show you the finished product. See, these nail clippers, or these larger clippers, are so much better for these artificial nails because it cuts them so much easier. Because these are designed for toenails, which are a little thicker, you know, than fingernails. So they work a lot better. I just wanted to show you that. So I'll be back in a second. So as I'm finishing these up, some takeaways that you might take from this video if you're new to putting them on. You know, I'm no expert. I am not in any way a nail tech. I have no idea. I had no idea what I was doing when I first started putting these on. But the important things to me are to make sure that you touch the top of the nail when you're pushing it down, and that you don't push all around so that the glue don't get on your fingers. I did get some glue on this nail, see? Just a little bit of glue on that nail. And so just, you know, be careful, because you will get glue on you will. Always separate your natural nail from your fingertip, and make sure that, you know, that the glue before you start cutting, because that you can't feel it a lot of times when you're cutting. If you're, you know, if you're into that glue, it may feel like you're clearing your skin, but you may not be. So just be very mindful of that. Have a good nail file at your disposal, and good clippers. And like I said, I prefer these because these do cut the artificial nails a lot better than the little tiny fingernail clippers that come with, you know, manicure sets, or, you know, that you buy. So just be sure that you've got, you know, the tools that you need, and work from the sides and then from the top. The sides and then the top. I can't stress that enough, because that way you're going to get the shape. If you do the sides first, then round up the top, then your sides are, you know, it's going to make your nail rounded. If you just go from the top, you could, you know, actually cut it too short to make it round. So just go from the side, top, round. You know, that's what I do. And I love wearing these. It makes me feel prissy. It makes me feel feminine. I just love wearing them. And they're, you know, they're a lot of fun. Like I said, I do wash dishes by hand, so these will last me about a week. And there we go. There's the finished product. So I'm very happy with these. They're very pretty. And it takes me about an hour to do my nails, but I do like the finished look of them. So, and if you're not used to wearing them, it takes you a little while to get used to wearing them. It feels like there's rocks on the tip of your fingers because of the pressure, you know, from the nail and the glue. So, you know, but just push through it, because it'll get to where it feels perfectly natural and normal to you once you've been wearing them for a while. So that's that. I hope that helps, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get this video out. You know, I just have to sit down and do it, and a lot of times that's challenging for me, but I'm happy to get this out to you. And like I said, please, I'm no expert. I'm not, but if you picked up anything that you can use to put your own nails on, let me know. And if you do anything different, let me know. I know Talia over at Southern Simple has said that she's going to do a video. She puts hers on, she's going to use the stickers that come with the press-on nails, which is fabulous. I'm anxious to see that, because I've not used those. So I'm anxious to see, you know, the difference. She said they do dissolve, you know, in warm water. So that wouldn't, I don't know that that would work for me, because, you know, I do dishes by hand, and I put my hands in some pretty hot water. But I'm anxious to see how, you know, how different, because she wears different sizes, and she wears longer nails sometimes than these. You know, I cut them down pretty low. But, you know, I'm 57, and she's a little bit younger than me, so she can pull off longer nails. But yeah, I'm anxious to see her video too. So I'll link her channel below so that you can go over and subscribe, so that if you're not already, so that when she does put her out her video, you can watch that one as well. So that's what I have for you today, and until I see you again, stay well and be happy. Bye-bye.